The man was just about to slip the wedding ring onto his wife's finger when his old flame suddenly burst in. The moment he saw her, he didn't hesitate for a second. He dropped his bride right there, turned around, and ran straight into the other woman's arms, leaving the wedding under everyone's stunned gaze. Watching his cold, retreating back, the woman didn't try to stop him because he had no idea what price he was about to pay. No one knew that this seemingly gentle woman had kicked her cheating father out with nothing when she was 7, then fought her way through a circle of powerful heirs at 18, and eventually took over the Shin Group with her own hands. So people always said, mess with her, and you're basically throwing yourself into hell. So after being ditched in front of everyone by the man she loved, she immediately rang her assistant and told her to bring his company down. The next day, rumors about her being dumped were all over the internet, but she stayed perfectly calm. She'd already known about his affair. A few days earlier at a party, she had seen the man who claimed to have a serious cleanliness obsession happily sharing a wineglass with that scheming woman. Yet whenever he ate with her, he'd make the chef split every dish in two, as if he'd died from a single drop of her saliva. That was when she realized he wasn't a clean freak, he just didn't love her. She'd given him time to come to his senses, because she believed marriage should at least mean loyalty, but he chose the most humiliating way to answer her. Soon her assistant reported back. His company's stock had crashed by 8%, almost $1 billion wiped off the market value. He was panicking like a headless chicken. Then she took out a USB stick and told her assistant to upload the video in advance. Once it played, it would expose his true colors. His parents couldn't sit still anymore. They rushed over to see her. She calmly asked them to sit, but his mother, who still hadn't figured out the situation, looked down her nose at her, accusing her of making a scene, saying everyone knew she'd been dumped, and no one would want her. The woman splashed a cup of hot water at her, and told them coldly to face reality. She used to put up with their attitude because she loved their son, but now they'd broken up, and they were nothing to her. She even reminded them their company would go bankrupt in 8 hours. After they left, she slumped into her chair, exhausted, thinking of how she once fell for his kindness, how she really believed she'd found love. What a joke that was. Just then the man rang, begging her to spare his parents' company, telling her to come at him instead. He said since he didn't love her, they'd never be happy in marriage. Yet before the wedding, she had given him a choice. He insisted on going ahead, and then humiliated her in public. She simply replied, "Your company's fate is what you deserve." Seeing he couldn't convince her, he started scheming again. The next day, to pressure her into backing off, he climbed onto a rooftop, started a live stream, and claimed he'd been forced into the engagement, that she controlled his mind and his life, and even treated his parents like dogs. His nonsense immediately won over a crowd of sympathetic viewers. Despite the uproar online, the woman wasn't rattled at all. She drove straight to the scene. The moment his mother saw her, she dropped to her knees, begging her to spare him. The scheming woman pretended to take the blame, but used the chance to call her a ditched wife. The woman wasn't having any of it. She walked right up to the man, making him stumble back in fear.